Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a modern Chili's for all of your city building needs. Chili's is an American-based bar and grill restaurant chain that would make a perfect addition to our cities. Not only have I designed the entire outside, but I have also made the entire inside of the build as well. Watch until the very end of the video to see where we place Chili's in our city. By the way guys, Chili's isn't really a thing over here in the UK. How is Chili's? Is Chili's good? Let me know down there in the comment section. I need to know. You guys know I love to know all things food related. This is the amount of space required to make the build. Here are all of the materials that we will use to make it. Begin by placing 7 bricks in a row on the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, followed by a grey terracotta. We then want to extend forwards by 2 rows, 1, 2, and then extend to the right by 1 row. Dig 3 rows in the ground, 1, 2, 3, and replace all of those with grey terracotta. We will place 2 black stained glass on top of the first terracotta, but on the last 2 mangrove doors. And to the right of this, we will place another grey terracotta. We then want to extend back by 2 rows, 1, 2, then grab our bricks once more and extend to the right by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're then going to extend towards the back of the build by 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then extend all the way across the back and join all the way back to the front of the build. Next, we are going to take this opportunity to remove all of the grass inside of our Chili's. And then we want to replace all of that grass with a checkered pattern comprised of spruce planks and oak planks. So my recommendation would be to place one of all of the planks first. So in this case you can see me placing all of these spruce planks. Now, when you've done that, simply place all of the other planks in the remaining empty space, and we will end up with exactly what we're looking for. I did also consider using long strips of, stripped wood. I think that would also look good as well if you want something other than the plank checkered pattern. Next, we are going to work on the entrance. So to do this, I'm going to extend this grey terracotta up by 6 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we are then going to do the exact same thing to all of the other grey terracottas, but also we want to extend across the door and the glass and basically just turn this into a solid shape like this. We are also going to grab our dark oak slabs and we are going to fit part of the roof. So we're just going to stick dark oak slabs here, extending off of the tops of the sides of the grey terracotta, and we will extend the dark oak slabs upwards and inwards until they eventually reach a natural meeting point like this. It's also worth mentioning that the top of the entrance, the visible part from the outside at the very least, is also going to extend backwards by 2 rows, so add 2 rows to the back, extend across, and then for now we'll just add 1 row of grey terracotta underneath, and we will apply the roof shape to the back of the entrance as well, like this. We need to add 2 terracotta here, and we are just going to connect the front and the back together. Next, we are going to add a row of smooth stone slabs just above the door like this that extends around and just to the left of the entrance area like this. The reason for this is so that we can place the sign. So to make the sign, we are going to throw down limb, open it up, place a black banner in there with white dye, and we are literally just going to spell out Chili's in white letters. So the first of which would be a C, so this is the chief pattern, base, and then pale dexter. Next would be H, pale dexter, pale sinister, and fess. Next is I, which is simply pale. Next is L, which is pale dexter, base. We would then have to make an I again, but I'm just going to reuse that one. So instead an S. So chief, base, and bend, and here we have chills. But with the power of using a banner twice, we can place C, H, I, L, I, S. No, there we go. Just above the doorway. You could even extend this an additional row forwards if you like as well. Why? Why must these things happen? And it might even look a little bit better this way. You could even then extend the sign an additional row forwards. Just have a mess about with it. I'm sure that you'll find something that you prefer. And the banners were then never seen again. We will actually need a loom later. Not only do we want Chili's in writing, but we also want to make the logo. So to do this, we will place a sideways facing mangrove stair above our H, an upside down one to the right, a mangrove slab on top of it, and then a green banner suspended off of the wall just to the right of it. And there we go. Chili's. Next, we are going to work on the wall structure starting here. I don't know why here, but I have a good feeling. So first of all, we want to place a smooth sandstone on top of this brick, and left of it, 2 black glass, 1, 2, followed by a smooth sandstone, 2 glass, smooth sandstone, 2 glass, smooth sandstone, extend across the front of the build and place 2 glass, sandstone, then extending through the entrance, we will place a sandstone, 2 glass, sandstone, 2 glass, sandstone. Extending along the side of the build, we will place 2 more glass, sand, 2 glass, sand, and then extending across the back of the build, 2 glass, a sand, 2 glass, a sand, and then we just want to connect all the way over to the left. We then want to extend all of our glass blocks up a row. We then want to fill in between all of these in with smooth sandstone. We then want to place 2 layers of red concrete directly on top of our walls. I don't know why, but I gain a very large amount of satisfaction from placing 2 rows of concrete like this. I don't know why. It can't just be me. Next, we are going to place 2 rows of polished blackstone slabs. The first row of which is going to be placed connecting the top half of the first row of red concrete together. This is completely inside of the build, and this will form the inside of the restaurant's ceiling. The second of which is going to be placed directly on top of our restaurant walls. And we are going to fill in any empty space that we would have here. This is going to form the actual roof of Chili's. Next, we are simply just going to extend the polished blackstone slabs off of the front of the building, just by one row. And we also have to make another banner. So throw down a loom, open it up, place a line banner in there with white dye, and apply the pale pattern. That's it, the end. So we are going to place, hanging off of the top of every single window, a line banner and a, well, line banner with a white line through it. Just like this. We are going to do this above every single double window that we have. I was about to say every single window, but we do have one at the entrance, and I don't want to be technically incorrect. So every single double window that we have extending all the way around the restaurant, we want to do that. Not only that, on the right side of Chili's, we want to place a row of ferns in front of our Chili's, and then dig in front of this and place pods on. Along the left side, we want to place some azaleas. We want to place one here, leave a gap, one here, leave a gap, one here. We then want to dig in front of these and place pods on. We are then going to dig 2 entire rows in front of Chili's, spanning the entire width of the grid, and we want to replace all of the grass/grid with smooth stone. But we also want to remove all of the grass from in front of the width of the entrance from grey terracotta to grey terracotta, all of the grass, and replace that with smooth stone. And we are also going to dig along the right side of the restaurant, and I guess the back as well, and replace all of the grass and grid with smooth stone as well. There's a few different things that you could actually do with this area. You could add like a wall to the back of this, kind of like going all the way around. You could also add like an employee entrance/exit as well. I'm going to keep things nice and simple. I'm just going to have the path. I will let you customize it as you see fit. We do also have to remove just 2 rows of grass on the right side of the grid as well, leading all the way to the front, which then allows us to add a car parking space. We're also just going to add a row of podzol here with ferns inside of it. And then we are going to add 3 yellow carpet here, 1, 2, 3, and then remove all of the grass in front of the carpet and replace it with grey concrete powder. So this is going to be a car parking space. And then all the way over here on this opposite side, we will place 3 yellow carpet, 1, 2, 3 across the back. We will then place next to this a white concrete powder, which we will extend all the way to the front to create a split, 3 yellow carpet extending across the back, and then we are going to remove all of this grass and grid that we just have here, and we will replace all of this with grey concrete powder, just like so. That's perfect. This white concrete here in particular is bothering me, so we're going to replace that with grass. With the entire outside of Chili's made, we are now able to head inside and work on the interior. The first part of the restaurant that we will work on is the bar and kitchen area. So to do this, we will extend this grey terracotta that way by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We then want to extend upwards towards the ceiling, like this, and we want to extend towards the side of the build, like so. We also want to further extend towards the back of the build like this, and this actually has created 2 rooms. So all we have to do is remove these slabs here above where we have placed the grey terracotta, and then we want to place grey terracotta where we have just removed those slabs. So that will give us this. It's kind of a cool effect. We want to place a door here, and it's kind of optional, but I'm going to place a door here as well, and then fill in the space around said doors, just like this. So now we have a bar section, and this will be a kitchen. But not only that, we want to extend a row of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, grey terracotta across this back wall, extend it all the way up to the ceiling as well. You could even use red concrete for this. Actually, it might add a little bit of colour, but I also like this. And we are going to make the patented chili, which is going to sit... Where is it going to sit, ladies and gentlemen? It's going to be right here. I guess it's going to be at kind of like eye level, I think. So here, Actually, so here, 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 and here. So this is the same design that we made outside effectively. It's a chili. So when it comes to the bar area, we are going to place a barrel here and here with tripwire hooks in front and levers on top of the barrel. Spruce planks extending across this back wall with a brewing stand here, brown candles stacked up here, green candles stacked up here, and then we will place a polished black stone stair here, flower pot here, and then maybe some more brown candles kind of just like stacked along the actual bar. Oh, we also want to add 2 televisions by placing two black concretes here and here, and you can stick something on them if you like, or maybe just one of them. We are then going to add an oak fence here, here, and here, with red carpet on top of the fence, with mangrove trap doors behind the carpet, which we will then flip upwards. So coming into the kitchen area now, I'm now realizing that we have to replace the floor with polished andesite, just like this. And I'm just going to re-grab this door, and we will place it here, just like so. I actually don't really require a door to enter the bar myself, but do feel free to leave it if you want to. And inside of the kitchen, we will stack 2 blocks of iron here on top of each other with stone buttons in front of them. A smooth stone here with item frames above these smooth stones with various cooking implements inside the item frames. A furnace here with a detect rail here. And if you like, you can stick some other things on the wall and maybe even some food items about the place, but this is pretty much the kitchen. Next, we are going to add some seating to our chilies. So to start, we are going to place 2 rows of 2 red concrete in this position, extending out of the split between these back windows. We want to do the same at the front of the build and also here as well. So the booths are all made in a similar way. We place spruce stairs against the red concrete where we have it, with fence in front of these stairs and oak pressure plates on top of the fence. So this is where things get a bit tricky. So do we want a single table here, or do we want to add spruce stairs against the sign area? I think that that looks okay. We could also add red concrete here, but then the red concrete touches the chili. I don't quite like that, so I'm not certain that that is an option. You can change or leave that as you see fit. In addition to this, you may want to extend the grey terracotta around this booth, although I think that it kind of looks alright as it is. Maybe if you wanted to... I actually think that that looks great as it is. Maybe just stick a potted plant in the form of a composter with a couple of leaves on top, and there we go, that's fantastic. If you stick a lantern on the edge of each one of the booths, that actually provides pretty much enough light for the entire restaurant, and I would add a little strip of green carpet, just kind of like up the center of this area here, in between the seating, and that's that really. And with that final detail added, we have officially completed our tutorial. However, this video is not over. We must now add our modern chilies into our city. I think that we can give our chilies a nice home in the modern-ish suburbs. I think they will look nice here. Unfortunately, I've never been to Chili's. It's not a thing here in the UK, so I don't know how good it is, so I'm not willing to put it in my favourite part of the city. I'm sorry, Chili's, I just don't know you. Let's be friends first. So here it will stay until that changes, if that ever changes. Probably not. And that is that, ladies and gentlemen. I do hope that you have enjoyed this video. Please do remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Click that little bell next to the subscription button to ensure that you get all my videos sent directly to your sub box. If you would like to make anything else by me, please check the description below for the Mini City Builds playlist. We have over 100 builds in there for you to enjoy. Alternatively, the sidebar, hopefully the next upcoming video, YouTube, or just check the channel. Consider becoming a channel member today and you will gain access to a cool avatar next to your name, some unique emojis, and access to my mini city design world containing every single build that has been added to Mini City to date. This is well over 100 builds, all chronologically ordered. Java edition only. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.